that Allah says, ثُمَّ اسْتَوَى عَلَى الْعَرْشِ. Then He established His authority on it. Arsh here means authority. Allah doesn't have a throne. People who say that Allah is sitting on a throne, a'udhu billah, is a misconception. There is no such thing. Allah does not sit on a throne. Allah does not have legs, astaghfirullah. Some people have gone that far to say that Allah has legs and He has hands and He has a face, because Allah uses these metaphors in the Quran, verses of mutashabihat. We will see, it's very simple. You will see, it is entirely allegorical, it's not physical. Very simple. Allah has no legs, has no throne. He has no such thing as a seat. This idea that Allah is sitting and His legs on one side of heaven and hell, this is all metaphor of people who have not understood the essence of the Quran. But we need to explain it to them through Ahlulbayt. This is not true. You want a simple argument, you might say, how do I know? Because Allah says in, for example, Surah Al-Ikhlas, وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. There is no example like Him. He's unique. So some have said, well, yeah, He's unique, but He has unique kinds of legs. He has unique kinds of hands. It's not like your hand and mine, but He has a hand, but it doesn't look like mine. That's why it's unique. Now they'll trap you this way. If you're not careful, say, oh man, that's true. Because تَبَارَكَ الَّذِي بِيَدِهِ الْمُلْكُ وَهُوَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. Blessed is He in whose hands is the universe. See, God's using hands. Or you say, Allah says, فَوْقَ أَيْدِيهِمْ. You know, Allah's hand was above their hand. Oh, hold on. Allah has hands. Look here. Quran has a style. I've mentioned this, but I want to say it again, that understand the spirit of the Quran. It's the only book in the world that poses the question as such and answers it itself. But the way it answers is not in a simple way sometimes. It tells you to go around to find the answer specifically. And I always ask, why has the Quran done that? Because the Quran wants me to elevate my wisdom. The Quran wants me to be reflective. That's why Allah says, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنِ. Don't you reflect on the Quran. I want to elevate you. So someone was saying to me, no, Allah has hands. I said, stop. Do you agree that He is huwa al-awwal wal-akhir? He said, yes. Do you agree that He is abqa? Meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is eternal and He doesn't perish. He said, I agree. So do you agree that His legs and His hands and everything that you have claimed Him to have, including His throne, does not perish? He said, yeah. I say, go to Surah Rahman. Allah says, كُلُّ مَنْ عَلَيْهَا فَانٍ وَيَبْقَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ ذَا الْجَلَالِ وَالْإِكْرَامِ. Everything will perish. كُلُّ مَنْ عَلَيْهَا فَانٍ. Everything will perish. Except the face of Allah will remain. وَيَبْقَى, meaning abqa, forever, will be the face of Allah. Now how do you answer this? If everything will perish, then one has to agree that astaghfirullah, His legs, His throne, His feet, His hands, everything perished. That's not what the Quran is saying. The Quran is metaphorical. It's saying that when Allah says to me He is eternal, don't anthropomorphize Him in your relative frame. People who have worshipped idols have gone astray because they have forced Allah in the frame of time, matter and space. The minute we do that, we are lost. So that is why Imam Ali alayhi salam said, don't describe Allah His Zat. What is He made up of? Where is He? When did He come? The messenger, the way he would answer, when people say, when was God born? The Prophet would reply, tell me when He didn't exist, so I can tell you when He was born. Show me when He did not exist, so that I can tell you when He was born. And the person doesn't know how to answer. Meaning that you have concluded falsely into thinking that Allah had a beginning when He has no beginning. Here, Allah says, ثُمَّ اسْتَوَى عَلَى الْعَرْشِ, meaning His authority, what it implies is in the principles of this life.